All right, welcome to our next video in the Level 1A Rhythm Series. We're looking at number 11 today. So first, let's look at our time signature. The top number is a 4, so that means we have 4 beats of music in each measure. Reminder, a measure is the part in between the bar lines, or the measure lines. Okay, the bottom number means that the quarter note gets 1 beat of music in this case, okay? So if this was a 2 on the bottom, the half note would get the beat of music, okay? But because we have a 4, it's going to be the quarter note. So just review of that concept. Let's talk about our rhythms here. So we do have a quarter note here, quarter note there, quarter note there. So if I asked you what this rhythm was, you could literally state 3 quarter notes, okay? 3 quarter notes there. And then we have how many eighth notes? 2, okay? I want to stress that this is 2 separate eighth notes. A lot of students think that this is 1 eighth note. It's actually 2 separate rhythms, and they're beamed together because it helps it's easier to read that way. Again, I mentioned in the last video that you could rewrite this particular rhythm with flags, okay? So when eighth notes are by themselves, they are flagged. That's what separates them from the quarter note, okay? Because if they didn't have that flag, they would just be a quarter note. We wouldn't know the difference unless we have the flag, okay? So eighth notes are either going to be flagged or they're going to be beamed like these are. So again, let's review. An eighth note gets how many beats of music? 1 eighth note gets a half a beat. That's very important you understand that. Now, that half beat is either going to be a downbeat or an upbeat, okay? So the downbeats, we're going to use what to represent the downbeats? Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. If we had a number that was bigger than 4 in the top, like a 5 or a 6, we would use those numbers. So what about the upbeat? How do we represent the upbeat? What symbol? The and sign, okay? Looks like a plus. It is an and sign. So at the beginning of this measure, we have a 1, 2, 3. That should be pretty simple. And then we have 2 eighth notes. The first one's going to get a 4. The second one's going to get a and sign. All right, let's go ahead and try to clap and count this 4 times. 1 and 2 and ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and ooh, I messed up that one. And also, I just wanted to mention, I think one reason why I messed up is because I wanted to remind you to tap your foot. Okay? Make sure that you're never doing these exercises without being fully engaged. You need to make sure you're tapping your foot. You need to make sure that you're clapping your hands. And make sure that you're counting with your voice, that you're pulsing on the quarter notes, and that the eighth notes, they don't necessarily need to be pulsed, but they do need to be spoken. Here we go. One more time and ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and one more time and ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and one more time and ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.